Welcome back to Kids Are Asleep Gaming. We are coming back today with some Madden 18 expansion franchise. We are in year one. We're going into week 14 with our team, the Salt Lake City Flyers. Kind of excited to hopefully try to finish this season today. I kind of decided, last stream that I'm feeling like I'm running out of time with this series. And so I decided that it was time to speed things up a little bit, and so we're just going to play the moments. So we're kind of turning this series and/or franchise into a play the moments franchise because I want to get a little bit further into it before Madden 19 comes out, and we are almost just a month away from Madden 19, and I kind of really want to finish this series before Madden 19 even comes out. So then that way I can just hit the ground running with Madden 19, and my plan with that one is actually just to get going with a regular franchise, not so much not even so much with an expansion franchise, but we're just going to do a regular one to start. That's usually what I always do when the new Madden game comes out. I get going with just kind of a regular old franchise. I actually started Madden 18 with a New York Jets franchise. I took it all the way through 5 years, I think, which might actually be the most I've ever done, but that was way before I ever started streaming. But this is actually the first series, if you will, that I started when I started streaming. So, I kind of thought it would be exciting to bring this to everybody, hoping that they enjoy it. But again, we are going to start out this episode and/or these last few games of this series, if you will, and we are just going to play the moments. Our team, the Salt Lake City Flyers, if you're just joining us, is technically what I am calling an expansion franchise. I don't know if that's very realistic, but that's what I'm calling it. Obviously, you can't really do that in Madden 18, and so I have taken some ideas from Operation Sports in order to be able to do this expansion franchise, if you will. The only part I've been struggling with is the sliders. I feel like, even with my New York Jets Madden 18, that first franchise I did, I struggled. I started out at All Madden, kind of went back and forth a bunch, and ultimately I settled. I think I kind of end up ending that one before I actually ever even found sliders that I actually enjoyed and or liked enough. That's something I continue to struggle with each and every Madden. I just want it to be, somewhat realistic, and as of right now, I'm not 100% sure that this franchise is very realistic, as considering the Salt Lake City Flyers are an expansion franchise, and we are sitting at 7-5 and currently leading the AFC West. So I'm not 100% sure how realistic that really is. We started out using some sliders from Operation Sports, ultimately settled on Matt 10's sliders, which is ones we've been using the last few games. I feel like those have been a little bit better than Schnott 1's, who I was using originally. But we're going to go ahead and get into some scouting here real quick. We're going to try to finish out this season today. But again, we're just going to play the moments. So we need to finish out, obviously, some of our scouting here. I feel like I ended on corners the last time that I was doing this here. Let's see where we're at here. So we're kind of round 4. For the most part, if I get to a B minus, I kind of move on. So this guy's got B press, zone coverage C, so we're going to move on. Zone coverage B here. Lavarius Garrett, C plus press. C minus man coverage, that's not good. C plus, B minus man coverage, although he's a 6th round pick. So maybe if he's got C plus zone coverage. For a 6th round pick, maybe that's not terrible. C plus press, but it doesn't look like he's even going to go in the draft potentially. Might be a name I need to remember as we move into the off season and after the draft. And then we're going to take a look here. Kind of maybe sign this gentleman. Maybe it won't be that bad. When it's all said and done, 6th round pick. Hard to say for sure. But that kind of finishes out our corners. I feel like we already did the free safeties. Strong safeties we already did. That's one area that, of need that we have. We've got a good middle linebacker. I'm not 100% sure whether I really need to even scout any. Left outside linebacker, you can always use that for sure. Tackle and block shedding, C+ hit power. I decided originally as I got this series started that I wanted linebackers that could cover. And so, you probably want to stay away from guys like this one who happens to be a pass rusher. We are running a 3-4, so maybe that's okay. Power moves, pursuit. I feel like you got to scout everybody if you're going to have a chance to find those diamonds if they're in the rough, if you will. But we're going to finish. That's going to finish that out. So done with the scouting. We used up all of our points this week. We're going to wait on negotiating until later. So we're going to go ahead and we got a couple of guys returning from injury. Mark Barron, that'll be good to see him back, getting back into the lineup. I think I just want to actually keep him. C.J. Hillman is our starting linebacker, middle linebacker. He's our superstar rookie. He just needs to stay in that starting role. But again, we're playing a 3-4, so both of them are going to be playing anyway. But that's kind of that person who's coming back this week. Who else is coming back this week? It looks like we're getting back one of our linemen, which is good to see. We've been struggling with our linemen and injuries. It's been a tough go. We've had quite a few injuries. As a matter of fact, I'm just curious where our injuries currently stand. Let's take a quick look at our injury report as we come into this game. Again, 7-5. We're without our starting running back, Jerick McKinnon, and also technically our starting quarterback with a broken collarbone. I've put him on IR. He is done for the season. In all reality, I probably should put McKinnon because, I guess unless we make the playoffs. But in any case, Darrell Williams was my starter when he broke his collarbone. We started out with Geno Smith, and he was struggling, throwing a ton of interceptions. And then we put in Darrell Williams, and he was actually playing pretty well. I was happy with how things were going with him. He was something, I was just going to continue with him throughout the rest of the season, hoping to see where he could go, how he could get better. But unfortunately, he broke his collarbone, and he was actually playing really well. And so now we're kind of down to Geno Smith back, but he's our second string quarterback, and we actually have Brett Hundley currently as our starter. And he's been doing okay, but let's go ahead and stop with the talking. Let's get into this thing. Like I said, I want to try to finish up these games. We want to scout. We want to do our weekly training so we don't lose any points. So let's go ahead and start this thing. Let's sim it so we can get done with that aspect of things. And then we're going to get into our first game here today. Everybody gets their points. I really like Brian Dragosevich, mostly because of his name. And I actually picked him up as a free agent after the draft, a rookie free agent. I don't know how in the world you let a guy like that go, but teams did, so I was able to pick him up, which was nice. As you can see there, Shakandrick West is now our starting running back. Ran for a couple of touchdowns in our last game when we actually beat the Rams. We're going to come into this season game now. Again, we're just going to play the moments. We're going to try to get through 3 games here tonight with the thought process that we want to see if we can make the playoffs. I'm excited to see if we can do it, but again, I don't know how realistic it is, but it is what it is. I like the idea of a rebuild, and I like my sliders to be realistic enough where I kind of feel like I have to do that. When you have a team that has a really low overall team. Maybe I just picked up the right guys for the offense that I'm running. I'm not really quite sure, but I just don't feel like I should be 7-5. Not that it's very fun for people to come out and watch you lose, but part of streaming and part of, you know, these series, if you will, is the story behind it. And you know, the rebuild is exciting to watch. You know, if you watch people like Mr. Hurricane, if you watch people like if you watch some people like Moonlight Swami, you know, all those guys do great work, and they do a lot of rebuild type of things. And it's, you know, part of what I enjoy about watching their stuff is the story. And so it's kind of something that you want to be able to see. Let's go ahead and we're going to speed up our simulation to fast, and let's just see what happens here. We're going to get into this play the moment. Big third down. We need to make a stop here right away. San Francisco's got the ball. They're going to come out, looks like in a 4 wide receiver set. Let's come out with our big dime. 3rd and 13. I want to get some pressure, I think. Look like their quarterback is Garoppolo, although he's wearing number 12. When I kind of set this thing up, oh, and he's got a, ooh, nice play there, and an interception by Knight. Oops, try to set up that block, but didn't see that guy coming in. But what a play there for the Flyers. We do get the stop on 3rd down. Garoppolo went deep, and our guys were there to make the play. Good start to this game here. Knight was our number 1 selection in our draft. So good to see him getting another interception. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. We are getting into this. Play the moments is what we're doing. I've decided that I feel like I'm running out of time in this series. So we are going to play the moments here and try to get ourselves through a little bit more of this series. I'm just now getting down to the last few games. Looks like Shakandrick West is calling the plays there. So we're going to continue to play the moment. Big first quarter drive. Let's take control here. We're going to switch our tempo to no huddle because that's what we're trying to do here. We're going to open up with the halfback sweep here. Thank you again for coming out and watching. Hoping everyone's having a nice day. We're going to hand it off to Chris Thompson. He hasn't got a whole lot of playing time. If I would have cut that up, he might have been gone. We're going to come back here with the slants with Brent Hundley. See if we can get somebody here open, and Coates catches that one and gets hit immediately, but he comes up with the catch. So nice play. We're going to come with the read option. That was something else I wanted to try to incorporate in my offense here. Was a little bit of spread option, speed attack. It's really what I wanted to try to do. I don't know if I've done that to its fullest, I don't feel like, but it's really tough in Madden to run any sort of option plays. At least in comparison to NCAA Football 14, at least that's what I think. Let's see, what do we got here? We're going to look for Chris Thompson out of the backfield, and he is open and has a nice gain. We're going to come right back up to the line here. We're going to run a halfback screen to this left side to Shakandrick West. Let's see if we can get it out here to him. It looks like it's going to be open, and he gets up the field and is able to gain 7 there to break it now 2nd and 3. Let's come back to a pass play here. Let's come with this slot post angle. Let's keep Thompson in here to block. Something that we've struggled with quite a bit. Ooh, nice hit and an interception by Foster. What a play. That's 2 back-to-back. We were able to get the interception off of a tipped pass, and they do it right back to us. That's an interesting start to the game here. It's 2 back-to-back interceptions. We were having a nice drive. Looked like it bounced off of Shakandrick West's hands there. He had it, but a nice hit by the defensive lineman to knock it out of his hands. And Foster gets the interception. And here comes Garoppolo now back out onto the field. I imagine at this point we're going to move on from continue to the next moment here. Let's see what happens. Defense needs my help. Let's see if I can help them. Let's see, 1st and 10. I assume they're going to try to run it here. We'll kind of see what happens. All right, coming out in this like pistol set. Williams out to the left-hand side. Gets it all the way over there to the side. Somebody's injured. But as is the case with Madden, we probably won't know for a while. Nice run there to the outside. Kind of got to the edge, but we were able to get him down for actually no gain, it looks like. I thought he got something, but I guess not. When I was setting up this expansion, what I'm calling this expansion franchise, I made some adjustments to the roster initially, just trying to make it somewhat as realistic as possible, especially with some of the big quarterbacks. I did put Garoppolo because I used kind of the initial preseason roster, and so I made some changes, some adjustments. I obviously put Garoppolo on the 49ers. I traded Alex Smith, so Mahomes is the starter for the Chiefs. Kind of some simple things like that, just to try to make it again, somewhat realistic. And then I kind of went through, obviously did the expansion. tubaSimulator on Operation Sports is the guy who kind of gives you a very detailed instructions really on how to, kind of give your best at trying to do an expansion franchise. Obviously Madden doesn't allow you to do that. And so ultimately you do have to take control of a team. You still kind of have to relocate them, but then there are some specific rules on what you do with your players. You kind of have a generic expansion draft that you kind of have to be your own referee, if you will, or referee is not the right term there, but you got to be your own, policer really, just to make sure you don't do anything that's completely unrealistic. There are some rules, and that kick is up and good to make it 3-0 San Francisco. There are some rules about who you can and can't take from teams, and he tries to make it as realistic as possible, as it relates to if there really was an expansion team, an expansion draft, kind of running some of the rules related to previous expansions in the real NFL, kind of, so you have some specific players. Looks like somehow, some way, the Flyers got a touchdown. I didn't see how that happened. I guess that's what happens when you simulate things fast. But we're now back out on defense. 3rd and 15. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I really want like a cover 4, but I'm not going to have enough time to make that call. So we just want to protect the sticks. Let's see if we can get some pressure. No pressure, and what a weird looking pass as Garoppolo kind of rolls out to the right, tries to throw it back to his fullback to the left. I think he was basically just throwing it away. So that's going to bring up now 4th and 15, so we were able to stop them there. Now getting into the second quarter, 3rd down alert, take control and keep the drive alive. It is 3rd and 1. Let's switch things up here to something different. We ran a lot of that formation than our very first drive that we had. So let's just see if we can get a simple first down here. We're just going to hand it off to Shakandrick West right up the middle. And he was able to break free. Got an initial arm tackle there, but he was able to break away from it. So we move on. Again, another 3rd down alert, though. This time a 3rd and 8. This one could be a little bit tougher to pick up here. Let's pick something that makes sense. Let's go with some double slants. If we need to get out of the pocket, then we got to move. But we don't need to, and Coates catches it over the middle, and it looks like that is going to be enough for the first down. We're going to continue here. 3rd down alert once again. This time now 3rd and 10. Now we're going to need a little bit more yardage here. Let's go with this flanker drive. Let's keep Weston here to block. Here comes Richardson in motion. We're just going to throw it to him, and that is going to come up just short. All of my deep routes I did not see open, and or at least didn't have enough time, I felt like, to wait for them to get open. So we're going to have to kick this field goal here, hopefully to make it 10-3. And that kick is up, and it is good. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Now leading this one 10-3 against the 49ers. Let's continue on. See what 2-minute drill. We're actually going to have the ball back here, so that's kind of exciting. Let's just come with the empty set. Let's go middle, high, low. Ball at the 50-yard line. We're going to have a legitimate shot as long as I don't make a silly mistake here to score some points. And what a diving catch by Coates, because that was not thrown very well at all. But this drive is going to continue here. Again, we're just trying to see if we can garner some points here. We got Patterson, I think, against a linebacker. That's where we need to go. That's where we need to go. Nope, it's not on a linebacker. And I can't get it off in time anyway. And that is a sack against Hundley. Let's come with the verticals. Why the heck not? I don't really like running this play a whole lot because I feel like it's a little bit cheesy. But you know what? We're just having some fun. And what a catch by Coates. Able to haul that one in as he gets hit. And now we're going to come with a strong curl. Minute left now here. We're going to see if we can get a score here right now. Throwing it back to the inside, and it hits Richardson in the hands, and he drops it. That would have been a touchdown. That was a very nice throw there by Hundley, right where it needed to be, away from the defender. But unfortunately, Richardson dropped that one. Going to come now with the FL dig, looking at the C route and or the seam route right up the middle. C or seam. Maybe Boyle's going to be open right away. Maybe we'll just try to throw it up high to Boyle. I don't know that it was necessary, but he catches it anyway, I think. I thought he got both feet down. I don't know about that. Wasn't necessary for me really to throw it high, but I did it anyway, and it doesn't look like it counted. We'll see if it get a booth review, and we do. So let's see if he caught this thing. I think he did. 1 foot down, 2 foot down. That's a touchdown. What a catch by Boyle. That is a great catch. I hope they see it the same way that I do, because that looks like a touchdown to me. No, they do not. Very interesting. It looked like he got both feet down to me. I wish there was actually some people watching right now, because I would be interested to get your thoughts on that one. But it's going to bring up now 3rd and goal. That's very disappointing. All right, we're going to keep Weston here to block. We're really just going to be looking for Coates, I think, coming over the middle. Unless we don't need to. We're still trying to get it to Boyle, but that's going to come up just short. 49ers are going to call a timeout. Not necessarily a bad play there, but comes up just short. We'll go ahead and kick this easy 18-yard field goal to take the 13-3 lead, unless it gets blocked. But it does not, and so with 47 seconds left, we'll see if the 49ers can do something here before the half. We'll just let this thing run out. It looks like a big field goal kick. We are going to have a chance to do something here. That was weird looking. That was like there was 2 bodies, but there is now halftime. So I don't know what in the world happened there. Coates with a nice grab there. That is going to be the half in this one, as the Flyers are leading now 13-3. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. 220 passing yards by the Flyers. That's not really our game, but for whatever reason, that is what we're doing today. Brent Hundley having a pretty okay game there. Just that one interception right there, as you can see, after Shakandrick West got his hands on it but then got hit and the ball came loose. Coates has had a couple of nice catches in this one. We now lead. Actually, I thought it was 13-3. There it is. That was a little bit confusing there for a minute. All right, third down alert. It is 3rd and 3. What are we going to do here? Actually, let's come with this formation, very slightly different. And let's just go with this mountain inside zone. This is going to go to Chris Thompson. West goes in motion. Thompson gets it. Tried to get a little juke on there, but unable to do it. But Thompson is able to get the first down. So we have completed this play the moment. We're going to have a big field goal kick, it looks like. 48-yarder. This to make it now 16-3. And that kick is up, and it is good. That will make it 16-3 with just about 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Let's go ahead and jump ahead here. Red zone alert once again. Let's come back to this. I actually want to go with this play action halfback swing. I kind of want to run it to the other side of the field. Oh well. Too late now. And there it is, but that is covered up well. It actually counted as a rush. West has got 17 for 73 in this game. Let's come now with this mountain Y cross. I like this formation. Sometimes I don't know if it works out or benefits us in any way, but it's kind of one of my favorite formations for whatever reason. I'm going to get Hundley out of the pocket here. We're going to run it with him and just step out of bounds. Nobody really wanted to come open there, and that's going to bring up now 3rd and 5. Let's come back with this FL drag. At least hopefully try to hit the drag here to get the first down. Maybe Thompson if we need to as a backup plan. Speaking of backup plan, there he is. And that should be at least enough for a first down. This drive should continue. 241 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Getting Hundley out of the pocket seems like a pretty good idea. Let's see if we can get him another touchdown here. Let's see if anybody can get open. We're going to got a short window there to Patterson, and that one is good for the touchdown. And the Flyers are starting to run away with this one. Now up 22, hopefully 23 here in just a minute. Oh, maybe we missed that extra point actually. Looks like San Francisco finally scored. It's now 22-10. Coming back here on 3rd and 3. Going to run this cross screen. Crossing it to Thompson here on the left-hand side. I like this misdirection type play, so hopefully we can get enough, and we do. Woo! Trying to spin there. Nice play. That is a first down, and this drive will continue for the Flyers. Switch up what's our more options? What I really want to do, oh well, that's all right. All right, now 1st and 10. Let's come with a triple option play. Why the heck not? Something that I wanted to really try to run more of. Just haven't really had the opportunity to do it. I just feel like it's a lot harder to do here in Madden. Now 5 minutes left to go, 5.5 minutes left to go. Let's come with this underplay. Keeping with the same formation. Really looking for Coates, I think, kind of maybe in this corner route. That one is up and should have been intercepted by Reed there. He was there, and I threw it anyway. That was kind of a silly pass. That probably is a pass that I shouldn't have thrown, but I did. So, you know, it is what it is. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. All right, this time we're going to kind of look for Boyle, kind of probably over the middle. West coming out of the backfield. At the very least, Richardson, if I got to roll out of the pocket and on the comeback. That's kind of the plan. Let's see how it works out. Or we're just going to run with it. And we're going to dive into the end zone for the touchdown. What a play there by Hundley. Able to get out of the pocket as it started to collapse. He kept looking to make sure that somebody wasn't going to come open and or available, but not necessary, as he was able to dive into the end zone for the touchdown. What a play there. And now the Flyers go up 28-29. There it is, 29. We're going to skip this moment. I think at this point, we're just going to keep skipping the moments here. I don't know that it makes sense to continue to do anything here unless it gets close. 29-17. They're going to go for the onside kick. I can't imagine they're going to get it. Take control and keep the drive alive. I don't really know that that's necessary. Looks like this one is going to go into the books here. As long as nothing silly happens there. We got a field goal. At this point, we just need to let this rest of this one go, and the Flyers win this one fairly handily. Not much competition at all from the 49ers, which is somewhat surprising. And that's going to take the Flyers record now to 8-5. Again, we're just trying to speed through these games. You know, at this point, with this game specifically, it just made a lot more sense to go ahead and kind of simulate the rest of it as we are in the lead fairly handily. So good game here by the Flyers. Looked like Brent Hundley had a very nice game. And we win here 32-17. Taking a quick look at some of these highlights from our play of the moments. Chris Thompson there on the screen pass. Nice catch there by Coates right over the middle on that pass play. He has another catch. I don't know if we'll see that. And that's it right there. Another nice catch. Patterson there on the touchdown. Some very nice plays here. Brent Hundley on the dive into the end zone there in the corner of the end zone. Passing yards 283, rushing yards 155. Very good offensively for the Flyers. We don't see that a whole lot with a couple of takeaways today. So great game here. It gives us even a better shot here to potentially make the playoffs. Let's take a look at the final stats. Brent Hundley here, 290 yards, 58% completion, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Very good game for him considering. And then looking at the rushing stats, West with 102 yards. Joe Williams for the San Francisco 49ers got 53. Hundley ended up with 35 and that touchdown. So he had a nice day as well. Carlos Hyde not getting much time at all here for the 49ers. Quick look at receiving. Marcus Hunter, 7 for 46. Garcon. Richardson was our top guy with 4 receptions for 55 yards. West was 4 for 42. Coates had a lot of nice catches today. 4 for 69. Unfortunately, no touchdowns, but Patterson had 2 today. So 3 catches for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. So good game for Patterson today. Taking a quick look at the defensive stats. I really just kind of want to look at ours. Knight had a bunch of tackles today. That's kind of unlike him, but he did also have an interception, so that's nice to see. Easily had a couple of sacks. Lone had a sack and a half, and then a bunch of half sacks kind of going down the line here. Another interception there by P.J. Dawson for the right outside linebacker, so that's good to see. A couple of interceptions today. Overall, good team win here for the Flyers. That's going to take our record now to 8-5. let's see where that puts things here moving forward. We're going to go ahead and simulate through. Again, we're just trying to finish out this season today. So we got 2 more games to go. Sitting at 8-5. Can we make the playoffs? I sure hope so. Let's go ahead and skip all this stuff. We'll do all of our upgrades later. My plan is to probably just auto upgrade. My thought is that our middle linebacker, if I had to guess, he's going to win defensive rookie of the year, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So let's go ahead and advance the week. I didn't see any new injuries. Let's take a quick look at the injury report just in case. It does not look like it. We continue to have McKinnon out and Williams. It looks like our right tackle is going to come back next week here, which is nice to see. But we're going to be without these 2 guys at least for the rest of the season. I did put Williams on IR, so he's going to be out for sure. But no new injuries today. So overall, great win here for us today. Let's go ahead and simulate to the next week. Going to be against the Raiders. This is going to be a good game here. The last I looked, we were both tied in the AFC West for the best record, although we were leading. But it looks like now the Raiders are currently sitting at 7-6. Let's take a look at the AFC West standings. So they are currently in second. So if they are able to beat us in this game, that will probably allow them to jump ahead of us here in the AFC West. I guess we got 3 more games, so we got quite a few more games here today. So at the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Browns to finish out the season. Let's get going with our scouting here so we can finish up that. We do have a big injury decision. Let's take a look at that real quick. Looks like Jerick McKinnon could come back in this week, but we're just going to keep with Shakandrick West. He's playing well, so there's no need to risk McKinnon getting injured any further. We do have Gordon coming back, so let's take a look at that, see if we need to make any adjustments. He is our starting right tackle, so that's where I want him, so that's good. Nice to see him back. Let's go ahead and scout some college players here. We started looking at linebackers. Taking a quick look here, we have looked at a few of the quarterbacks, but there was really only just this one first-round guy. But then even at that, it looks like he's more of a second-round talent. He's got some throw power, B- throw on the run, but then his accuracy, I'm guessing if his highest accuracy is deep and it is C+, makes me a little bit nervous about the rest of his accuracies. So I haven't even put him on my board. At this point, I think we're just going to either look in free agency if we're looking to upgrade our quarterback position, and or we're just, we could pick Thomas Wood, but only if it makes sense, I guess. And he would have to have a great combine in order for me to probably pull the trigger on that. But in any case, again, we're looking for speed guys. And so, that was my whole plan with this series, was to see what would happen if 1, you did an expansion, and 2, you concentrated on just getting speed guys, obviously in the skill positions, so your running back, your receivers, your quarterback, and then obviously on the defensive side as well, thinking about just getting as fast as you possibly can, playing the game fast, running no huddle, doing all of those things was my plan. And so that's what we've really looked at. So we've really just concentrated on mobile passers. As we've even looked at some of these quarterbacks, halfbacks, again, we've really only even concentrated on speed backs, although I'm actually pretty happy with where my running backs are at the moment, and even moving forward into the next season with McKinnon. We may have to re-sign West if that's what we so choose to do, or pick up somebody else, I guess, in free agency. Tight end wise, I'm actually pretty happy with where we're at with Boyle. But we may take a look at some things here just for curiosity's sake. Let's see where we ended here. We ended looking at specifically right outside linebackers. Nobody was quite in it a standout. There's a power move guy. Again, some power moves. Tackle. We can add these guys to our list here just for something in the later rounds of the draft. We got a pass rusher here. That would be a good get for us. We could use that. Hit power, B tackle, and block shedding We'll add him to our board for sure. Again, looking for speed guys, and I'm guessing this guy's fast. Let's take a look at Deshaun Bowl. Hit power, B-. I should have moved on. Usually pretty much if I see a B-, I kind of move on, especially if it's your first attribute as a B-. But that's going to do it for our scouting points this week. So let's quickly do our weekly training, which I really just like to simulate. Anyway, so we're just going to do that. I just don't want to lose out on any points. Continuing to make my players better. I guess that's kind of the cheater way to do it, but it's the way that I like to do it. So, at least, especially as it relates to this series. Alright, so that is done now. So let's get into this next game against the Raiders. Big game here in the AFC West. Again, we're just going to play the moments. We may slow this one down a little bit. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to slow it down. I kind of thought even during the simulation part we'd slow it down just to pay a little bit more attention to what's happening. But I think we're going to keep it fast. If it comes down to us getting any sort of game where we are in the running for the playoffs and it's a win or we're out kind of a situation, then maybe I'll think about doing that. But going into this one, we just kind of want to, again, I feel like I'm running out of time. I want to get done with this series really before Madden 19 comes out, but I want to get further along in it. So we're still only in year 1. The Flyers are playing well, so I guess if we end up winning the Super Bowl, which again I don't really feel like is very realistic, it doesn't even seem realistic to me that we're in the running for the playoffs as an expansion team, but it is what it is. So we are in week now 15. Let's go ahead and skip ahead here. We're going to switch up the speed here. Too fast. Let's see how this game goes and how quickly it goes by. Big third down. We need to make the stop here on 3rd and 12. Let's see if we can do that here. Step up for the team here and stop the Raiders. Let's come with the big dime. Prowl slant 3 seam. Let's come with that. See if we can get a little bit of pressure on Carr here. And here it comes. He's making some adjustments. And he goes deep, and that one is intercepted by Hillman. What a play. That is exactly how our last game started, where we had to jump in on a big 3rd down, get a tipped pass and an interception. But what a play by C.J. Hillman. That is just going to solidify the reasoning for him to probably be Defensive Rookie of the Year. What a play. He's able to get over there and catch that one off of the tipped pass. Nice play by the corner as well. We do have a big first quarter drive. Let's play this moment, switching it up to the no huddle. Let's get this going. We're going to come here right away with this mountain inside zone. It's going to go, I think, to Chris Thompson. Shakandrick West is our starter. Chris Thompson is our backup. Again, we're running with speed guys. West goes in motion, but we're just handing that one off to Thompson right up the middle, gains 4 yards, but we're coming right back to the line. And now we're just going to run the play action halfback swing. That gets out to West, and he's going to try to break up the field, but goes nowhere. Nice defense there. And that's going to bring up now a 3rd and 6. Mountain Y cross is what we're going with. Trying to find Coates over the middle. Let's see if we can do it. Up over, and he had a chance there, but great play by the defender to knock it out of his hands. And that's going to bring up now a 4th and 6, and we're going to have to punt it. Bannon is our punter. He's had a fairly good season. He's pretty good at angling these punts, getting them, pinning some teams down. We'll see if he can do that here. Doesn't look like it. Going to have a chance to return it here. Richard, nice move. 2 in a row. He has a nice return. And the Raiders are going to start here with good field position at the 33-yard line. Carr back on the field. And we continue ahead here. Raiders are able to get 3 points on that one. We got a third down alert. We need to try to get this first down. 3rd and 6. Let's see here. What should we run? Let's go with this FL Diggs. Again, looking for the seam route and or the C route. Those are the choices, I feel like. Oop, we're going to need to get out of the pocket here. No, and that is a sack. Edwards with the half sack there. That's going to bring up 4th and 13. And the Flyers are going to have to kick this one back. 3rd down alert. We got to keep this drive alive now. So quick jump ahead. We're just going to come with the inside zone. We're able to get the ball back now from the Raiders. They were not able to do anything. Just trying to get the first down. Can't quite get there, I don't think. He was able to get kind of into the hole there, but then not able to go anywhere. I don't think he quite got there. I think it's going to be one of those 4th and 1 plays, and it looks like it is. So we're going to have to continue on to the next moment here. Interesting call. 4th down alert, keep this drive alive. Well, why didn't you do that last time? Looks like they're gonna, so we're at the 42-yard line. You know what, let's just go for it. Let's have some fun here. 4th and 3, we're gonna go with the slants. Let's see if we can get it. Coach drops it. And even Patterson had a chance to catch it there. But what a terrible, terrible way to end this drive. As he was open, got his hands on it, but dropped it. And then even when he dropped it, Patterson was right next to him and had a chance to grab it, and he didn't grab it either. That's disappointing. Well, it is what it is. 3-0 still, two minutes left in the game. Looks like we're going to have to step in here to help the defense. All right, wait a minute. 1st and 10. Let's just come with the cover 2 man. I don't know if that's very smart in this position. 2-minute warning now. They got us backed up here. I'm feeling a little bit different in this game than I did in the last one. The Flyers kind of controlled the 49ers game, but we are struggling here in this one. Let's come with the Tampa 2. Let's switch it up. Carr comes up to the line. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Lone breaks away. Carr tries to take off, and he goes down for the sack. Barrett and Lone both get a half sack on that one. Nice play. Able to keep Carr from getting out of the pocket. That's going to bring up now a 2nd and 15. Let's see. Let's come back now with the cover 2 man. Let's just switch things up a little bit. Pistol formation here with Marshawn Lynch again in the backfield. Carr's going to try to take off, and he goes down again. Barrett with a full sack this time. Back-to-back sacks by Barrett. And that's going to bring up now a long 3rd and 17. They're going to come out in a 4 wide receiver set, so we're going to switch things up here. I want to get them. Let's come with the sack. We're going to cover the sticks. Ooh, and there is a false start on the offense. That's going to make this even longer at a 3rd now and 22. What are you complaining about, dude? You moved. All right, let's see what we want to do here. They're going to come. Oh, it looks like maybe now they're just going to run it. That seems weird. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We're just going to play a cover 4 here. The thought process to keep everything in front of us. They get a field goal. They get a field goal unless for some reason we're able to get a sack. Check down to Marshawn Lynch. Breaks it up the side. Steps out of bounds. And that will bring up the 4th down. 4th and 14. So I'm sure they will come out here with the intent to get the field goal here to make it a 6-0 game. Trying to get in there, but can't quite do it. And that's going to be 6-0 here with a minute left to go in the second quarter. I'm sure we're going to get this back here. 2-minute drill we are. Let's see what we can accomplish. Let's just come with the verticals. Again, we're just trying to have some fun. I don't really love running this play because I feel like it's a little bit cheatery or something. I don't know. Although that doesn't... That is a fumble and picked up by Mack, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Just as I say, I don't really like running a play because I feel like it's a little OP. I instead hang out in the pocket for too long. Hundley fumbles it, so that was a sack fumble by Mack, who then picked up his own sack fumble there and runs it in for the touchdown. That is Mack for you for sure. That is going to take this now to 13-0. Let's just now come with this high, middle, high, low play. This feels a little bit more realistic to me. Stepping up in the pocket. Not anybody open. Everyone was well covered. Not really anything to do at all. Probably should have just called a timeout. Sacked there for -1 yard. And that passes down the seam there to Coates, and he's unable to hang on to it. That was a nice throw. Coates got his hands on it and probably should have caught it, but not able to do so. So let's come back with a different play here. Let's see. Flanker dig. Really just looking for the streak here. Boyle on the streak is really where I want to go with this in order to get this first down. But if not, then maybe we can find nobody as we go down and get sacked. So that's now a 4th and 19, 27 seconds left. And that's actually a timeout by the Raiders just to stop the clock to try to give themselves another chance here. But we're going to have to punt this one. Let's just try to get this one down as far as we absolutely can. Richard is going to have a chance to return it here. That's probably not good. He's got some moves, as you see there. Nice juke move there. 18 seconds left to go in the half. Looks like they're going to have a chance to kick a field goal. Let's come with the special teams. Oh, looks like we got the ball back. What in the world happened? So we're going to have a 52-yard field goal. Interesting. Maybe I should really slow down the play there. And that kick is up, and it is curving back, and it goes in. Somehow, some way, we get the ball back there and are able to get a 52-yard field goal to end the half. Must have been an interception or a fumble or something, obviously, as there was really only like less than 30 seconds left in the half. So Flyers did something there, didn't quite catch it, but they are struggling today. After the great game against the 49ers, the Raiders defense is stepping up, just 20 yards passing, 54 yards rushing. I would really like to be able to see what in the world happened there, but the score is 13-3 here at halftime. I had assumed that the Raiders were going to be attempting a field goal, but instead, somehow, someway, it was the Flyers attempting a 52-yarder that we were able to connect with at the end of the half to make the score 13-3. Hopefully the Flyers offense can get going here in the second half as the Raiders defense is dominating. Just dominating us. There's the score now, 13-0. Somehow, some way we got the ball back. Third quarter now. Third down alert, trying to keep the drive alive here. 3rd and 7. Let's see what we can do. Try to help out the squad here. 3rd and 7. Let's come with this Y cross. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Dang it. We're going to have to change the play here. I picked, whoops. I ultimately picked the wrong play. Let's come with the verticals. Let's keep West in the block. Nobody's really coming open. Oh, except for Richardson, who hangs onto it. What a catch. As he was able, we just kind of threw that one up there, and he was able to hang on to that one. Brent Hundley rolls out of the pocket, gets it up to Richardson, and he catches that one. What a play. Nice play there by Richardson, holding on to that pass. Huge play for us here. Red zone alert. Let's see if we can get into the end zone. Now let's try this Y cross post, which is really what I wanted to run just a second ago. And again, I think I need to keep West in here. We're kind of struggling, I feel like, a little bit with the defense. And there's the pass to Coates, and that is a touchdown. Nice drive here by the Flyers to kind of get back into this game. Way to go here in the third quarter. Great pass there by Hundley. Right in the right spot, right where it needed to be for Coates. He's able to just step right into the end zone. Nobody touched him. That makes the score now 13-10. Big third down. We got to make the stop here. Let's see what we need to do. Let's come with the cover 2 press here on 3rd and 4. Marshawn Lynch, another pistol formation here for the Raiders. Checks it down to Marshawn Lynch, and he is going to have enough for the first down. Able to get out of bounds there. Nice play by the Raiders. Carr bought himself some time there, rolling out to the right. Finds Marshawn Lynch on the check down as he is able to get enough for the first down. Continue here. Big third down once again. Got to make the stop on 3rd and 10. They're going to come out in a 4 wide receiver set, it looks like. Let's just man blitz them here. I don't know if that's smart, but that's what we're going to do. The issue is that Carr might try to take off here. Nice pass to Brent. He's going to try to break a tackle there and get out of bounds. About just over a minute left here in the third quarter. Raiders are having a nice drive. Defense needs my help. I don't know how much help I can provide them. Kind of struggling here. Let's see. Let's come with the Tampa 2. That worked kind of last time we were down here in this end of the field. Shotgun formation this time for Carr. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Carr's going to roll out to the right side and find Brent again. Just a short, easy, quick pass there for 6 yards. Going to bring up now a 2nd and 4. Let's come back here with the cover 2 sink. Maybe that's not smart running in a cover 2 back-to-back plays, but it's what I'm going to do. And there, Carr looking to pass. Cook right over the middle. Nice spin move, but that is going to be enough for the first down. Flyers got to step up here, try to make a stop. At least try to keep this a one-possession game. Let's see, what should we run? Let's come with the cover 2 press. Keep running the cover 2. Probably should go man. Let's switch it up. We're going to come cover 2 man instead, but Crabtree, that one is knocked out at the last second. Looked like Crabtree caught it. Could have probably just fell into the end zone for the touchdown, but the hit knocks it out. Nice hit there, at least to get that ball out. Let's come back to the cover 2 press. And another big play here on 2nd and goal. Crabtree comes in motion. Lone trying to get out the block. Crabtree caught it over the middle there, but I don't know if he gained anything, so that's going to bring up now a 3rd and goal. Let's go, Flyers. Let's get the stop here. Coming out with the 4 wide receiver set, it looks like. I think I want to come with a cover 2 zone blitz here. Let's go under smoke. Let's make him pass it faster than he wants to and see if we can get the stop. Empty set here. And they're going to definitely try to throw it. And a Carr goes down for the sack. What a play. Brooks is able to come down from the safety position and get to him in time as he was trying to run out to the right side. My guess is he was just going to try to run it in, but Brooks is fast enough to keep up with him and is able to follow him out to the right side of the field there and get him for the sack. So great stop. This is going to keep the game a 1-possession game. Now that we're here in the 4th quarter, see if we can get in here and block this one. We're just kind of letting it tick down here for some reason. But that one is up and good to make the score now 16-10. Let's continue here with our play the moments. Defense needs my help again, so we were not able to do anything on the ensuing drive. Raiders now are coming down here trying to get some points again. This does not bode well for the team here with just over 6 minutes left in this one. Kind of trying to slant the line to the left. Able to get Mark Barron's able to get over there to get to Marshawn Lynch. Bring up now a 2nd and 9. Let's see. Let's come with the gap press. My guess is they're just going to try to run it because it obviously continues to help them running the clock down. Marshawn Lynch once again. He gets pulled down there. Just 16 rushes for 53 yards on the day. But the clock is ticking. 3rd and 7. Flyers need another big play here. Let's come with this prow slant 3 seam. Let's cover up the sticks. Oh, and what a pass over the middle to Lynch as Carr was rolling out to the right, back across his body to Lynch, and that's going to be a 1st down. At this point, we just need to cause a fumble or something is really what this kind of comes down to. Because my guess is that the Raiders are not going to pass it. At least they shouldn't. And that is Marshawn Lynch, and he is able to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Nice run, nice drive. Fortunately, the Flyers were not able to do anything as they held the Raiders on their last drive to 3 points to keep it at a 1-possession game. But the Flyers weren't able to do anything. Raiders drive right back down the field and score another touchdown. So we are in dire straits here. 4th down and inches. Let's see if we can get enough for the 1st down. Kind of just want to run this halfback sting and hope we can get the 1st down here. Kendrick West in the backfield, able to get enough for the 1st down. So at least this drive will continue, but we are down by 14 here with about 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Not looking good. So now we're going to take control. 4 minutes left to go. 3rd and 7 now. Let's just come with the slants. At least we're kind of getting into scoring territory here. Let's keep Thompson in here to block. I feel like that's the smart thing to do. And that is a flag that should be pass interference, as the middle linebacker was holding our guy as he was coming across the field. And it is pass interference. So this drive will continue for the Flyers. We are in the red zone now officially. Let's see if we can get in here to score. Hundley again here in the shotgun set, because really that's the only thing we've got, running this spread option attack. Looking for probably Boyle. Let's actually just keep Weston to block. And he was open. Missed an open guy there. Then ultimately Hundley comes up with the sack. 3.5 minutes now left to go. We got to get moving here. And we got to score a touchdown quickly. Let's get this ball hiked. Let's go. Richardson coming across the field. That's at least gets us some yards here, but we got to keep moving. The question is, what do I want to run? What do I want to run? Let's go with this Z spot play. Let's again keep Weston here to block. Kind of looking for Boyle. That's really where I want to go. He catches it. No, he drops it. That would have been the first down at least, but unfortunately he dropped it there. He was open. It hit him in the hand. Should have been able to hold on to that one, but couldn't. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. Basically, the game comes down to this. If we don't score here, this game is over. Really probably looking for Coates or Boyle for at least for the first down. Let's see what we can do here. But there comes the blitz. Why aren't you running? He just stopped in his tracks. I saw the blitz coming, went to try to take off with Hundley, but he just kind of stopped in his tracks for some silly reason. But that's going to do it. We're just going to continue to the next moment here. That should do it for this game. We are going to lose to the Raiders in this one. Disappointing loss, as that is actually probably going to give the AFC West lead to the Raiders. We'll have to finalize everything here and make sure that's going to be the case. We still got 2 more games in this season. We're going to try to finish this out tonight, see if we're able to make the playoffs. Taking a quick look at the highlights. Carr, nice play there to keep that first down alive to Marshawn Lynch. Anytime we were kind of actually playing here in this play of the moments, Marshawn Lynch was the guy. That was a great catch there by Richardson. I always like that animation. It just kind of looks cool where you actually catch it. Immediately tackled, but hold on to the ball. Had a nice drive there, but unfortunately, the Flyers lose this one. At least able to get something going in the second half, as the first half they could not get anything going at all offensively. But they were able to at least get something going in the second half, but just not enough. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Derek Carr didn't have the greatest of days, really, as he threw for 210 yards and a couple of interceptions, but unfortunately we couldn't take advantage. Brent Hundley, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's not necessarily terrible for him. Marshawn Lynch, leading rusher, 22 for 76. Kendrick West for the Flyers, 16 for 59. KJ Brent was the leading catcher for Oakland, 5 for 36. Lynch had 5 for 47. Richardson was 5 for 49, had that really nice grab. Bryce Butler, 4 for 32. Boyle, Coates had the touchdown. He had 3 for 61. Taking a quick look at the defense here. Barrett had 12 total tackles today. C.J. Hillman with another 10. 3.5 sacks on the day for Shaquille Barrett, so he had a monster day. Unfortunately, it just didn't mean a win for us. So, but good day for him at 3.5 sacks. We did have a couple of interceptions. Went to C.J. Hillman off that tip pass. Really in that first drive. I really think he's going to end up being Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then there is Sean Smith, who also got an interception for the Raiders. And we had 2, so who got our other ones? It was Terrence Brooks who got our other one. But that's going to do it for this game here, so let's go ahead and finish this one out. That's going to take our record now to 8-6. So, you know, these last 2 games are basically going to decide whether or not we're going to get into the playoffs. It's going to be close. We probably need to win one, if not both. CJ Hillman's already got 10,000 XP points. He's going to be a monster in the next season, especially if he ends up winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Sorry, we're just going to kind of skip all this junk here. Let's go ahead and advance the week. 3 players have regressed. Let's take a look at that real quick. Shakandrick Rest, Brent Hundley, and Gordon Ray, the right tackle, who just got back off injury. He must have allowed 4 sacks. There you go. Maybe he shouldn't be a starter. I at some point decided that I just needed to run with the rookies that I kind of drafted, for the reason being that I wanted to just see what I could build on for the future. In this series, my plan was, a lot of the expansion players that I picked in the, pseudo expansion draft that I made, all were, are kind of on 1-2 year contracts, and so I felt like I needed to make sure I was including all of my rookies, to just kind of see if they're going to be good or not, whether or not I need to think about, replacing them in some way. So that was kind of the reasoning behind that. We're still actually in the lead, even in the AFC West, even though we just lost to the Raiders, with a current record of 8-6, both teams. But let's go ahead and scout our college players for this week. Let's get this part of it done. Kind of the off season is actually one of my favorite parts of any sort of franchise or dynasty. I kind of love the building of the team aspect of things. B+ tackle, that's pretty good. B- hit power. Too many C+ and B- as a first attribute. I don't like that. 3rd round, B+ tackler, B- hit power, C- pursuit. I probably should have left that one alone. This is why if I see a B-, I move on. Because a lot of times it doesn't work out in your favor. I'm pretty happy with my middle linebacker position. Let's take a look here at some defensive tackles. Again, we got a bunch of B- here to start. I don't love that, and that's going to do it, though, for our points. So we're going to move on here. We're going to do our weekly training, and then we're going to move ahead into our Broncos game. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Another AFC West clash. As we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, just 2 games left in the season. Still leading in the AFC West. I find that hard to believe, but that's where we are. Again, just trying to get through a little bit more of this series, if you will, before Madden 19 comes out. I really want to kind of be done with this so I can concentrate my time on Madden 19 and kind of the other games and things I'm playing on Twitch here. I got a lot of fun stuff going with the NCAA Football 14 Dynasty, as well as I just started some FIFA, which I'm really enjoying, although I'm completely new to that game. Learning it on the fly, really, which is kind of the whole purpose. I'm kind of titling it For Beginners by a Beginner. If you haven't had a chance to check out that, you really should. It's kind of fun, just doing some Ultimate Team, really trying to build up a team as quickly as I can. Not at all ready to go online, for sure, as I'm almost 100% positive I would be completely dominated. But in any case, that one's pretty fun. My Super Mega Baseball 2 one is also really fun. Running a what I'm calling the Great Vacation League. Trying to help you guys decide where you want to go on vacation. I got a beach division and I got the mountain division. Do you want to go to the beach or do you want to go to the mountains? So if you hadn't had a chance to check that out, you really should. That's a lot of fun. That's moving into the playoffs, so my next stream will actually be in the playoffs, so that one's pretty exciting. Pretty fun. Somehow, some way, my team there made it to the playoffs. That's actually the same team. I decided to kind of keep with the Wranglers theme, if you will. My NCAA Football 14 is a team builder dynasty created team. The Red Rock Wranglers. I decided to keep with that theme for Super Mega Baseball 2, and I created a Wranglers baseball team. So that's kind of fun. Again, if you hadn't had a chance to check that out, do it. All right, home game here against the Broncos. Let's see how this one goes today. Knights saying hi to the camera there. Another big game here in the AFC West. Let's get into this thing. I think we're just going to keep this one here. We're going to keep this normal, just because. See what happens. Flyers get the ball first here. Just kind of running the ball here. It's 4th and 1. They will have to punt it to the Broncos. They get the ball back now here. Pass knocked away by Webb. Another pass knocked down by Bennett Knight. And then a penalty on the Broncos. So they're not starting it well here, and they have to punt it back now to the Flyers. We get the ball back here on our second drive. West opens it up again with another 4-yard gain. Well, that's interesting. I would have thought that it would have been time actually to bring McKinnon back in this one, but he must not have been quite ready. Nice 35-yard reception there by Patterson, and that's going to take us into the red zone. Let's see if we can get a score here against the Broncos. Wearing our blues and blacks. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the black pants. I actually think I like the silver or gray pants better. Let's go with the pass play here to start. We're just going to go with this Y shallow cross. Nobody in the backfield. Really got to be careful of Von Miller, because this guy will sack you. Nice play there, but a fumble. And he got it back. He caught it, ran it up the field, fumbled it, but luckily it landed right back in his belly. He's able to hold on to that one, and this drive will still be able to continue here for the Flyers. I don't know how in the world. So he got hit hard there and fumbled it, but it came right back to him. So lucky play there for the Flyers. Nice hit. Nice hit on that one. Let's switch things up to the no huddle here. Let's come with another pass. They're not expecting passes. All right, looking for maybe Boyle. Here comes somebody down there on defense. That's not really where I meant to throw it, but that's okay. I was actually looking for the corner route, but I hit the wrong button. But that's a first down, so that's a good start here. Let's come back with the Y sticks play. And Boyle again, and he drops it. That should have been a touchdown. Nice hit by Ward. Able to knock that one out. Boyle here is kind of struggling, holding on to the ball here to start this one. This time I think we're going to run it to the outside, go with this outside zone. See if we can get it far enough outside, but I don't really know if it's very smart to run it to this side. Oh, trying to cut up field, and the reason why is because of that guy. Von Miller making the tackle. All right, let's come right back with this Y stick play. Looking maybe again for Boyle or Patterson or West. Anybody who wants to catch it. Oh, but sacked. Von Miller got in there quick because, of course, he is fast. And I didn't have time to throw the ball. Nobody even put a hand on him. They couldn't have. Nope. Because he is able to just... Nobody touched Von Miller. How do you just let him run free? Well, it is what it is. Now we got to just kick the field goal here, I guess. Contemplated running a fake there. But nope, kick is up, and it is good to make the score now 3-0. Just need to see if we can, we're just going to continue with this slower key, playing the moments, trying to see a little bit more what's going on. I feel like I've missed a little bit, speeding that up in the last couple games. But that's okay. Again, I'm trying to get through this series just a little bit faster. Punt now back to the Flyers. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Brent Hundley continues to kind of have to rush the ball. Hundley and West really are doing a lot of running the ball, not really much passing, it seems like. 2 back-to-back penalties there by DJ Mays. 2nd and 15 now, and Brent Hundley is sacked again by... Ooh, and he comes up hurt. That's probably not good, because that means Geno Smith is going to have to come in the game. It's 4th and 20, and we have to punt there. Broncos now get the ball getting close to the end of the first quarter here. Paxton Lynch is their quarterback. I hadn't quite noticed that earlier in this game. It's a 2-yard reception. That's going to bring up now 4th and 1, and now they have to punt it back to the Flyers. See if Geno Smith is still in the game. Nope, Hundley's back. So that's good. That was a short-lived injury. And he's back running the ball, so I guess that's good. Another 9-yard rush there. Shakandrick West loses 2, so it's now going to be 3rd and 3. We're going to get back into this one. What do I want to run here? Halfback sweep to the weak side. I think that's what we're going to run here on 3rd and 3. Running it to the left side is definitely smarter than running it to the right, where Von Miller always is. Trying to get to the outside and break it upfield. Not able to quite do that, so just a 1-yard gain, and that's going to bring out 4th and 2. And that play of the moment is done. Demarius Thomas on the 6-yard reception. C.J. Anderson 5 yards rushing. Pass then knocked away by Aaron Williams. Then an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a long 3rd and 10, and easily gets the sack, but he also comes up injured on the play. But now the Flyers are going to get the ball back here with 5 minutes to go here in the half. Shakandrick West with the 4-yard rush. 4 more yards. 3rd and 2. Another 4 yards. That's becoming a little bit of something there. Von Miller knocks away another pass. 18-yard reception by Brent Hundley. That had to have been a screen pass, I would assume. Hundley now with the 4-yard rush. Another 3rd down play here, 3rd and 6. And we're just going to come with the slants. Do kind of want to, yeah, we got Thompson in. That's all right then. Looking to pass, and Patterson got his hands on it, but cannot hold on to it as he is hit from all sides. He drops it, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 covered by Talib, but cannot pull that one in. That would have been a tough catch, and looks like we're going to try for a field goal here, but I imagine it's going to be a long one. Looks like it is a 48-yarder to make this score potentially now 6-0, and that kick is up and good to make it now 6-0. Not much scoring here in the first half. Very similar to the Raiders game, the last game. See here if the Broncos can do anything before the half. 2nd and 5. Anderson able to, well, it looked like going to be a close 3rd down play there, but then he loses 3 on the next play, and we're going to get it back here with a chance to potentially get some more points on the board. We're going to come with this FL dig play here to start. 30-yard line, 2-minute drill. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Right over the middle to CJ Boyle. That is a great start. Let's get moving here. I don't think yeah, I do have the tempo on no huddle. All right. Let's come with this Y cross flood. Safety stepping up there. Really just looking for Boyle. Keep Weston here to block. Roll out to this right side. Nobody really open, and what a hit there. Bruce Irvin with the hit. I don't know how in the world Hundley held on to that one, but he did. That's going to bring up now a 2nd and 19. Really just trying to stay away from Von Miller. That's what I'm doing here. That's why I rolled out to the left, but unfortunately it didn't really work out. But there is Boyle once again over the middle. He is Hundley's favorite target today. Let's come with this Mountain Z spot. Again, looking for Boyle kind of over the middle. They don't want to cover him there. I'm not quite sure why that's the case, but they're not wanting to do it. So let's see if we can get him again. Oh, they got him this time. Ooh, that one is tipped up and almost intercepted. Nice play there by the defender, Roby, it looked like. He tipped that one up, had a chance on an interception, but couldn't quite get there. Now 2nd and 10, 33 seconds left in the half. Looking to just try to get some more points on the board here before the half. Let's come with this flanker dig, kind of looking really for the streak route. Looks like it could potentially be open here with Smith. Throwing it, and that one is tipped up and knocked down, it looked like. Didn't even really try for the interception, but that one could have very well been an interception for sure. That's going to bring up now 3rd and 10. Let's come with the formation that I haven't really run very much of. Why the heck not? I don't see anything that I like there. Let's come with this Y trail play. I like the plays kind of over the middle. They're a little bit more of my favorite type of plays, but we're going to have to hurry up here. Give an extra blocker to this right side. Throwing it up to Boyle, and now this time it is intercepted by Roby. Nice defensive play there. Able to finally get him down after the nice interception. He just kind of slow played that one. It looked like he baited me into that throw. Able to get there easily for the interception. Maybe not the best of throws there by Hundley. But in any case, we'll be able to get over there and make that interception. Nice play. And that probably, I'm guessing, should end the half here. We'll have to see what the Broncos do. 2nd and 7, sacked by Barrett. Injury to Paxton Lynch. I wonder who that means it's going to be. Who's going to come in for those guys? We've now moved into the 3rd quarter. Broncos are going to get the ball first. C.J. Anderson. Nice reception there, looks like, by Emmanuel Sanders for 11. Paxton Lynch is back in the game after his injury. 3rd and 7 now, just a 3-yard reception. That should mean the Flyers should get the ball back. Touchback, it looks like. And here we go with the Flyers. Nick Boyle, just a 1-yard reception. Then an incomplete pass. Now 3rd and 9. And a penalty on the defense is going to give the Flyers a 1st down. 21-yard reception by Coates, and that's going to put us in the red zone. Let's see if we can get another score here. Let's come with this flood play. On the right-hand side here, I don't know if this is smart, but I'm just trying to have some fun. We're going to just toss this one up, I feel like. Why the heck not? Back into the corner of the end zone, but that is overthrown and out of bounds. Intended for Richardson there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Should probably really try to run the ball. Let's give it to West here on 2nd and 10. See if we can get a little bit of, make it at least a manageable 3rd down. Ooh, nice play there by the Broncos. West goes absolutely nowhere, just 14 rushes for 44 yards on the day. Let's come trips to the left side now. Let's just come with this slots over play. Technically a play action, but I don't know if we're going to run it as that. As a matter of fact, we're not. Or we are. Uh-oh. Gotta hurry up there, Hundley. Nice sack there by Wolf, I think. It was Wolf able to pull down Hundley, but it does look like at least we'll be close enough here for another field goal attempt to at least make this a 9-0 game. Nice play there by Wolf, getting kind of the shoestring tackle as I was trying to get away from him there with Hundley. And that kick is up and good, and that is going to make it now 9-0. Not much scoring in this game, kind of a defensive struggle. Playing things again a little bit slower. Touchback once again. Broncos now have the ball. C.J. Anderson 6 yards. Now 5 yards. That's a first down. Then another 3 yards. Now they're kind of running Anderson here. Then another 4 yards. Now 3rd and 3, and he gets another 4 yards and a first down. That's 6 runs in a row, 7 runs in a row for Anderson. He's got to be getting tired. 3-yard reception now. Incomplete pass by Paxton Lynch. Just kind of threw it away. That brings up 4th down, so nice stop there by the Flyers. Coming back in this direction now, Shakandrick West comes out injured. That's not good. That might just leave Chris Thompson as our lone running back. I feel like we have somebody else. Who else do we have in there? Can't remember off the top of my head. Brett Hundley is sacked. 3rd and 19. Gets sacked again by Von Miller. 4th and 25. And that should about do it. Nice 14-yard return by Travis Benjamin. 3rd quarter is about over, and it is. 4th quarter now. Flyers have the ball back. 23-yard reception by Patterson. Score still 9-0. Paul Richardson with a 16-yard reception, and now we're going to jump into this game. That's not really the play I wanted. We're going to switch this up back to the halfback sweep, which is what I wanted. And that's who we've got. Denard Robinson. I forgot. Denard Robinson is our extra running back here. Another nice speed guy. Only able to gain a yard on that one. That's going to bring up now 2nd and goal. Maybe we should come with the slants. As a matter of fact, let's come with the slants, but let's flip it with the thought process. If I have to roll out, I'm going to roll out to the right, and I'm going to try to find Denard Robinson. But let's see what happens here. It's hitting all kinds of wrong buttons. I meant to hit square there because it looked like he was going to come open and back behind everybody. I was going to try to lob it over, but then I accidentally hit X. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. Now 3rd and goal here. Let's just run. Let's run this slot post angle. Maybe I should even try to get out of the pocket on purpose here, but I kind of want to see if Chris Thompson will come open over the middle. Let's keep Denard Robinson here to block against Von Miller. Not enough lob on that pass. That's 2 knockdowns in a row. Now 4th and goal. I guess we'll just kick another field goal here to make the score 12-0. We're just going to kick all field goals in this game. Hopefully our defense can continue to step up and prevent the Broncos from scoring. As long as we can do that, we're going to come out of this game with a win. Let's see what happens here. Sanders with the touchback. 11-yard reception by Travis Benjamin. Then a sack. P.J. Dawson with the sack. But then he comes right back with a 14-yard reception. Terrence Brooks comes up hurt. 3-yard reception. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. And they're going to, let's go formation. Let's come with this kind of mid blitz. I'm assuming they're just going to try to run it right up the middle. I don't know if that's necessarily true, or they're going to run it to the left, but we're going to blitz them right up the middle. And they actually run it to the right. C.J. Anderson with the juke move gets just enough for the first down. We're going to fail that moment. And this drive will continue for the Broncos. Now 11-yard reception, 10-yard reception. Penalty there, 1st and 20. But then C.J. Anderson gets 13 yards back. Now 3rd and 4. That's going to come up just short, but my guess is they're going to go for it on 4th down, which looks like they are. Let's see if we can stop them this time. Let's just blitz them. Let's see if we can get to him. Trying to get to Paxton Lynch here. He's going to run the delay, and we're able to get C.J. Anderson in the backfield. Flyers are going to take over on downs here. Great play. Hopefully we can just kind of run out the clock now and pull out this game. Be interested to see what happened to Shakandrick West. TJ Ward injured on that play. Looked like there was a fumble. Broncos got the ball back. Now they're about ready to score here. And that is a touchdown. That's not good. But then we got a kickoff return, so it looks like the Flyers are still going to pull out this game, hopefully. Still some time left, so let's see what happens. Another sack by Shaquille Barrett. Then Paxton Lynch throws one to Travis Benjamin for 15. Continue to drive here. 3rd and 3 now. Incomplete pass. I'm betting they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like they are. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this game. 4th and 3. What are they going to try to do here? Are they going to try to run it? Not quite sure. They do come out in a shotgun set here. They do hand it off to Anderson, and he gets just enough for the first down. He's now got 62 yards on the day. Let's see what happens here now. Almost to the 2-minute warning. Pass dropped there by Travis Benjamin. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down here again. We need another big stop. Let's see if we can get it and end this game. Here they go. Paxton Lynch back to pass. He is looking and finds Aguirre on the sideline, and he does not get it. Flyers will take over on downs here once again. Hopefully that means this game is over. Still going to have to run it, I guess, as the Broncos have some timeouts. They are now out of timeouts, and there is the first down. But now Chris Thompson is injured. We actually have to punt the ball away. Really shouldn't matter here moving forward. Had to be a miracle for the Broncos to come back and win this one. Down 2 possessions. But they're moving the ball down here pretty quick. Both of our running backs are top 2 running backs. There is a touchdown now, 9 seconds left. Looks like they're going to try the onside kick. Hopefully we can prevent this from happening. They at least get one shot at a Hail Mary. But that should do it right there as Coates gets it on the onside kick. That should end the game here. Looks like the Flyers are going to pull out this one 19-14. Let's let this clock run out. Brent Hundley kneels it, and that is the game. But not without some injuries, as our top 2 running backs come out injured, so we'll have to see how long they're going to be out for going into this last game of the season. Close game here against the Broncos, 19-14. Broncos really tried there in the fourth quarter to come back, but unable to do it. Too little, too late. Let's go ahead and skip through all this stuff here. Let's take a look at the player stats. Hundley did not look like he had a very good day. He did come out injured early in the game, but was able to come back. 193 yards, but a couple of interceptions. Paxton Lynch, 223 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Rushing, Anderson was tops with 19 attempts for 62 yards. Weston Thompson, 15 attempts for 52 yards for West, although he came out injured. And then Chris Thompson came in, and he was 9 for 29. He came out injured also, but he doesn't have a little injury sign next to him. So my thought is that he'll be back next week. Receiving wise here, Benjamin caught a ton of passes, 7 for 77. Sanders, 7 for 65. Boyle was our favorite target today at 6 for 78. Looked like Patterson got 2 for 58. Not a whole lot of excitement there, but defensively, let's just take a look at the Flyers. 7 tackles. A bunch of guys got 7 tackles. Some sacks here. Barrett got a sack and a half. Hillman got a sack and an interception. I'm telling you, he's going to be a Defensive Rookie of the Year. But that's going to do it here, so let's go ahead and finish this game out. We'll go ahead and fast forward then, simulate the rest here. Last game of the season. Oops, I just want to skip. I just want to skip this area. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and advance our week. We do have one new injury, so let's check that out. So this is going to be West. A ruptured disc in his back. He's going to be out for 7 weeks. Let's go ahead and just place him on IR right now. So he is on injured reserve. McKinnon, it looks like maybe another week. Hopefully when I jump ahead here, he will be able to get back in for our last game of the season. One player regressed. Let's take a look at who that is. That's Nick Boyle. That's interesting, considering he caught a bunch of passes. I don't know why in the world that would have been the case, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and advance the week here. Our last game is going to be against the Browns. So you'd think that would be a good opportunity for us to win our last game of the season. They currently sit at 6-9. We are 9-6. Take a look at, we continue to still lead in the AFC West standings. I don't know how, but we do. Returning from injury is going to be McKinnon, so that's going to be a huge return with Shakandrick West going out injured. So that's a nice thing there for sure. And let's go ahead and scout our players for this week, and then we're going to do this last game here and see if we're able to get into the playoffs. I'm sure it's going to come down to this game. We were kind of in our defensive tackles. Ooh, B+ block shedding, that's pretty good. B- power moves. C+ tackle, that's not bad. First round talent. Second, we're gonna mark that guy. B-, C+, C+, B-, 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 C+. That defensive tackle looks like he's about the only one that is of any sort of anything really. So that's that aspect of it. Let's do our weekly training. Just to get that out of the way, we're going to sim that aspect of things. And then we're going to go ahead and do this last game here in our Play the Moments see if we can finish out this season, see if we make the playoffs. It looks like we got a pretty good shot at it. It looks like if we win, we're in, kind of a deal. So let's go ahead and play our game, play the moments. This is going to be the last game of the season, so this is our 4th game of the night. We're going to be playing this one at the Browns. Let's get this thing going. Again, the Browns, so they coming into this season is currently 6-9. Doesn't look like they're going to make the playoffs again this season. But we have a chance, which is really interesting, but we do. McKinnon's been doing okay. As you can see there, he's almost to his goal of 800 yards carrying. So hopefully he can get that today, at least reach that goal, get that little bit of XP for doing that. And here we go, last game of the season, week 17. Looking to finish out this season. We'll see where things stand. We currently are in the lead in the division. It looks like no matter what, we're going to make the playoffs, but we'll have to see how everything plays out. Even if we win and or lose this game, it looks like we have a really good shot of making the playoffs anyway. But let's get into this thing. Let's see how this game pans out. Very excited to see if we get into the playoffs here. Kickoff by Goskowski. It looks like he's moved over to the Browns. Sammy Coates with the 21-yard reception, but then Coleman comes up with the interception, and the Browns have it now. Really close here, getting into the red zone, it looks like. Penalty there on the defense, and looks like they need my help. So let's see if we can provide some help here and get the stand. 3 wide receivers set. Let's come with the Tampa 2. Can't tell who their quarterback is. Looks like Townsend, so that must have been who they drafted. And that is a pass over the middle. Nice knockaway. Looked like that was intended for Coleman, but that comes up. He was surrounded by Flyers players. I don't know how that one wasn't intercepted, but nice play there anyways by our guys to knock that one away. Could have been intercepted there, but it wasn't. Townsend now underneath center here for this one. He's dropping back to pass once again, right over the middle to Crowell coming out of the backfield. And he gets 4 yards on that one. That's going to bring up now a 3rd and 6. Let's see if we can get the stop here, fellas. Let's just come with the blitz. Let's just do it. Silver shoot pinch. Let's do this thing. Let's go after this guy. Let's get him. And he throws it to Holt, and that one is caught, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Perfect play call. Quick out route there with a bunch of blitzers coming in. Holt able to get there, catch that one. First down for the Browns. But now we need a goal line stop here, as they are right there on the doorstep, on the 2-yard line, about ready to score. Looks like they're going to run it to the left side. We're going to slant the defense to the left side, and nice tackle by Barrett. Getting in there just in time, getting a hold of the legs of Crowell, bringing him up just short. Let's come right back with the sting pinch. I'm assuming they're going to continue to try to run it in here with Crowell. Hard to say which direction they're going to go now. We're just going to have to let it go. Coleman comes in motion. Townsend gets that out to his tight end for the touchdown. Kind of rolled out to the left, and his man was there. I couldn't tell who that was. DeValve. DeValve looks like he caught that one for the touchdown. Not necessarily a very good start for the Flyers. If we want to make sure we get into the playoffs, we got to win this game. Although I kind of have a funny feeling if we lose, we'll still get in anyway, but I suppose some things could happen. I didn't quite pay that close of attention to see what would happen if we would lose. But for sure, if we win, we're in. So we gotta get back. We gotta realize how important this game is, and see if we can get back on this one. But Browns now have the ball back. Crowell with the 5-yard rush. Now another 5-yard rush. It's now 3rd and 1. Wyatt Townsend with the incomplete pass. They're gonna have to punt it back to the Flyers. J.J. Nelson returns it for 11. Knocked away by Taylor there, it looked like. Then Boyle gets 7 yards. Now 3rd and 3. 10-yard reception to McKinnon. But then a fumble that is picked up by Hayden, and the Browns get the ball back. We're hurting ourselves. The Flyers have thrown an interception and now fumbled it. Now it's a big 3rd down here, trying to make this stop. 46-yard line. Let's see here. Let's go with the cover 1 linebacker blitz right up the middle. Try to see if we can get, actually it's not C.J. Hillman. I was hoping it was going to be C.J. Hillman on this blitz, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. But that pass is knocked out. He caught it, but then the Flyers just swarmed him, it looked like, and knocked it away. Holt trying to catch that one, but I don't know that anybody could have caught that one. He got his hands on it and caught it for a moment, but then got hit from all directions. So the stand happens there, and we're able to get the ball back. Flyers now got it. Dragocevic with a 5-yard rush. Interesting. Incomplete pass. And then just a 4-yard rush by Hundley. They're going to have to give it now back to the Browns. 13-yard punt return. We're getting down here now to the end of the first quarter. Penalty once again on Guyon. That's 2 on him, I've noticed. Brown just kind of seemed to be driving the ball here, running it with Crowell. Nice 10-yard reception now by Coleman. And then a 9-yard reception by Britt. Now we're going to have to step into this one on 2nd and 1. Looks like they're going to come out in a 4 wide receiver set. That's a little bit weird. We're going to go with this cover 1 linebacker blitz, thinking that they're kind of bluffing here. Although they're not going to bluff unless Townsend's going to go with the quarterback sneak here. But C.J. Hillman trying to get in there, can't get in. But instead, I'm not sure who that is. That was Shaquille Barrett with the sack. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. This is an exciting game. We're really wanting to see if the Flyers can pull this one out. If we win, we're in the playoffs. Nice one there. But it looks like it's 3rd and 11. That was 2nd and 1 only. Okay. 2nd and 1 only. So now we're going to have to make another big stop there. Now 3rd and 11. We're going to try to see if we can get in here on him again. Rolling out to the left side. He looks to pass and just throws that one away. Probably smart by Townsend, but they're going to have to shoot for the field goal attempt here. Let's see if we can block it. Let's get in on this. Let's get in here and block this thing. Come on, guys. Still a lot of time left. Ooh, had a chance there maybe, but that kick is up and good to make the score now 10-0. The Browns are leading in this one. Flyers are going to have to change something here. Touchback for the Flyers, starting at the 25-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2. McKinnon's able to get the first down. So the drive will continue. Hundley now with the 3-yard rush. Looks like they're making some progress here. 3rd and 4 though. 18-yard reception to Paul Richardson. Then another 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Incomplete pass. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And here we come into this game. Let's see. What do we want to run here? What do we want to run? Let's do something like this with the middle slant action. We're going to keep Thompson in here to block. Really just kind of looking for Patterson potentially. See what kind of what they're playing here. We're going to throw it out here to the side to Coates, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Nice play I like that play. Gives me a lot of options. That's a lot of options there. Let's see if we can get in here into the red zone. Up, that's not good. That's a sack. 2nd and 15 now. Jerick McKinnon. Now we're gonna have another 3rd down. Jump in here. Let's run the same play, but we'll flip it. I liked this play last time. Let's run it again. This time looking for Boyle. Looks like he might be there, but let's keep Thompson in here to block. They're covering it this time, but Richardson is able to get free just for a moment. But I don't think I threw it to the right guy, although everybody was pretty much covered. So maybe that was the smartest play, but it looks like we're going to have to attempt a field goal here just to at least make it 10-3, hopefully. And that kick is going to be up, and it's going to curve in there right down the middle to make the score now 10-3. Nice kick. All right, let's see what happens here as the rest of the first half continues. See what the Browns here decide to do. Just continuing to kind of ride Crowell. Duke Johnson now getting into the action. Townsend with the incomplete pass. Penalty though on P.J. Dawson. Isaiah Crowell with the 4-yard rush. 3rd and 1, incomplete pass. They're going to have to punt it here back to the Flyers. Just a short 35-yard punt and then a 6-yard return. Paul Richardson for 14 yards. McKinnon seems like he's having a pretty good day here. Nice to have him back. Looks like there was a penalty on the defense. 3-yard rush by McKinnon. Now 2nd and 7, but then a sack. Now 3rd and 12 and just a 4-yard rush by Hundley. Going to have to give it back to the Browns with about 2 minutes left to go in the half. 8-yard reception. Back-to-back 8-yard receptions there. Ricardo Lewis now getting into the action. Kenny Britt now into the action. They're trying to score here for sure before the end of the half. Incomplete pass. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Let's see if we can make a play here. What should we do? Let's come with the nickel blitz too. Let's cover the sticks. Let's see if we can do this thing here. Could be a huge stop, but no. Njoku is wide open over the middle. Nobody there at all. What a play. And this drive will continue, but we're going to have to step in here to try to help our defense. But I don't know if that's very smart. Probably should just let it go. Let's come with the cover 4, thinking that they're going to try to pass it here. Nice, false start there by the Browns. Going to drop them back 5 yards. That helps us for sure. 3 wide receiver set. Let's come back with the cover 4. See if we can get a little pressure on Townsend. Make him make a silly throw here. Come up with an interception. That'd be a nice way to end the half here. Really, but Britt on the slant route is open and catches that one. Browns call a timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Ball on the 15-yard line. They are definitely looking to score here before the end of the half. We need something special to happen here for the Flyers in order to prevent that from happening. Let's come back with the cover 4. I don't know if that's the best option, but it's what we're going to do. Let's cover up the sticks. We're going to run a screen pass, trying to get out there, but can't do it. Crowell breaks the tackle, but just steps out of bounds. Somebody comes up hurt, but that's going to be a 3rd and 4 now. We're just going to come at him with the blitz. Watch the slants, guys. Watch the slants. Oh, they're going to come with another screen. Crowell wide open. Look like the same play back to back. Great play to counter my blitz there. Nobody was even over there on the left side at all. That is an easy touchdown for the Browns. Great way for them to end the half. Score now 17-3. Just 41 seconds left. I'm not even sure if the Flyers should try anything, but Agba gets a sack. McKinnon now with just a 5-yard rush. It's now 3rd and 13. Thompson gets just a 4-yard rush, and they're going to give it back to the Browns with 19 seconds left. Can't imagine they'll try to do anything. Just let the time run out. It looks like they do. So we're moving on now to the third quarter. Browns are going to get the ball first, so we need a big stop here by the Flyers to open the half in order to give ourselves a chance. Sammy Coates now. I missed what happened there. I think there was some sort of play where the Flyers got the ball back here. 3rd down alert. 3rd and 4. Mountain inside zone. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with a run play here on 3rd and 4. Chris Thompson and Denard Robinson in the game. And this is going to go to Robinson, who breaks an initial tackle, falls backwards. I don't know if he got enough. He did for the first down. Nice play by him, just kind of getting that first down. He got just enough, broke a tackle, spun around backwards, pushed the pile just far enough to get that first down. Nice play by him. First down now, 5-yard rush. We're now in the red zone. Let's come with this halfback cross screen. This is one of my favorite plays to run. This is going to go to Chris Thompson here. Kind of misdirection play. McKinnon comes across, and now we're going back the other way, but unable to get it out in time. It looked like that was actually covered up pretty well by the Browns anyway, so even if we would have got it out to Thompson, that wouldn't have been much of a gain. Probably even better that it was incomplete. Unfortunately, Hundley had to take the hit. Let's come with this mountain Y cross. Now 3rd and 5. Thompson goes in motion there once again. Over the middle to Coates, and that is knocked out at the last second. What a play by the defender. Coates had it for sure, but at the last moment, the defender knocks it out of his hands. Got to hold on to that one, buddy. We're going to attempt the field goal, get the points here, make it 17-6. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Duke Johnson returns that one. Has a nice return to look like. Correll drops an initial one here to start. Coleman with just a 1-yard reception. But then Njoku has another nice big gain. 18 yards for the first down. And the Browns are driving once again. 2nd and 7. Incomplete pass. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 7. Let's see if we can get the stop. We need a stop bad. Coming out in this West Coast set. Check down to Crowell. He breaks a tackle, starts to run upfield, spins and goes down. So it looks like the Flyers make the stop. Somebody comes up injured here, but nobody obvious that I can tell. Looks like we're going to get the ball back here. There is the punt. See if we can mount a drive here and get some points on the board. 2-yard loss. Injury to Danny Shelton on the play. 3rd and 9 now. And Thompson loses 2 more yards. So we will punt it now back to the Browns. They will have great field position here to start after the 13-yard return. So they're moving here close. 10-yard reception now by Coleman. 6-yard reception by Britt. Now we got to try to step in here and see if we can do something to stop this drive. Let's see. We really need we need something big. We need something big. Down 17-6. Getting down to the last little bit of the third quarter here. We need a big play. And he dropped it luckily, and Njoku hit him in the hands and he dropped that one. Now third down here. It'd be nice to at least get a field goal and or some other sort of stop. Let's cover the sticks. Let's cover underneath. Might just run it. They are going to run it. And Crowell breaks away, but able to get him down. That will bring up fourth down. So I'm assuming the Browns are going to try to kick it here. See if we can get in for the block. No, not able to get into the block. So that's going to make the score 20-6 with just 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Nice return there by Patterson, it looked like. Let's see if the Flyers can get a drive going here. 3rd and 2. Hundley able to get the first down, running the ball. Knocked away by Hayden. 13-yard reception by Boyle for the first down. Then a 14-yard reception by Sammy Coates. Another run by Hundley. Incomplete pass. Now 3rd down, 3rd and 6 it looks like. Big play here on the 25-yard line. We need to get this one. Let's come with the Y cross post. I lobbed that one up and Coleman got to it, and he is going to run this one back for the touchdown. Nobody is going to catch him. I needed to throw that one, I think, a little bit harder as Coleman's speed was able to get to that ball and run it back for the touchdown. Looked like we had a good opportunity there, but what a play on the ball by Coleman. Pick six, ran all the way back. And that's going to make the score now 27-6 here in the fourth quarter. J.J. Nelson with the 30-yard return. Let's see if the Flyers can mount any sort of comeback here in the fourth quarter. Down by 21 points. I can't imagine that's going to be the case. Fourth down alert. Let's see if we can at least get the fourth down on 4th and 5. We're going to go with this curl, Ohio. Let's keep McKinnon in here to block. Really just kind of looking for Boyle over the middle, and he bobbles it and drops it. Just looking for the first down, unable to get it, and I think that's going to be it for the game, really. At this point, I don't know if it makes any sense to continue to play the moments, as it looks like we're going to lose this one fairly handily to the Browns. We'll have to see whether or not, even though we lose this game, whether or not we're still able to get in to the playoffs. And there is the touchdown. At this point, we just need to finish out this game and let it be done. We're going to lose this one. Currently down 34-6 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. No point in continuing to play any of the moments. We're just going to let this one run out. As a matter of fact, let's switch up the speed to fast. I don't know if it makes sense anymore. And there is the game, 34-6. The Flyers lose this one. That's going to take their record to 9-7. And we will have to see whether or not losing this game has any effect on whether or not we are going to make the playoffs. It was a win and you're in type of scenario. But I didn't quite pay attention enough to see what would happen if we lost this game. But currently sitting at 9-7. Ultimately, if the Raiders win in their week, they will overtake us, as they were sitting at 9-6 also. So if they win, then they will overtake the AFC West, and then we'll have to see whether or not we are able to get in as a wild card or not. But if they lost, then my guess is that we will actually still pull out and win the AFC West and make the playoffs. I wouldn't quite pay attention to any of the tracker stuff on the bottom, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. But Brent Hundley struggled mightily today. Just 46 completion percentage, 2 interceptions, so not a good day for Hundley. Rushing the ball, Crowell dominated 33 attempts for 124 yards. McKinnon, back after injury, did have an okay day, 14 attempts for 60 yards. Hundley had to run the ball a lot at 10 for 43. Did lose a fumble as well in the game, so that's not good. Kenny Britt was the leading receiver for the Browns. Coates for the Flyers at 5 for 53. Taking a quick look at the defense here, Shaquille Barrett continues to play well, as he had 10 total tackles and a sack today. We'll see if anybody else had a sack here. Let's just check out really the Flyers. So just Shaquille Barrett with the 1 sack. No interceptions for anybody today, as obviously the Browns kind of dominated us today. I don't know if the Flyers just didn't want to play today, if they kind of felt like they had it in the bag and were going to go to the playoffs anyway. But ultimately, they did not show up at all in this game. And we lose this one big. And unfortunately, we'll have to see how it all works out. It could end up costing us the playoffs, which would be disappointing, but at the same time, a little bit more realistic in my eyes. As coming in as an expansion franchise, we probably even shouldn't really be in the running for the playoffs. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and continue here. Let's see what happens when we sim through here. So 9-7. Taking a look at it here, it looks like if the Raiders lose this week, we will still win the AFC West. But if they end up winning their game, they will take over the AFC West. And then we'll just have to see whether or not we're good enough to get in as a wild card team. So let's go ahead and advance the week. But before that, we're going to take a look at who regressed, and it was Brent Hundley who lost 4. Of course, you throw 2 interceptions and barely throw for any yardage. That's what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and advance the week and see what happens here. We'll see if losing this game mattered or not. It's going to be a tough one to see. It ultimately comes down to what happens with the Raiders, whether or not they win or lose. And it looks like they actually, well, it looks like, hard to say, but no matter what, we made the playoffs. We're going to be facing the Bills, it looks like, who sit at 10-6. And it looks like the Raiders lost. So we actually pulled out and won the AFC West. Not very realistic in my eyes, but hey, it is what it is. It's still kind of fun. But we are going to go into the playoffs. We're going to quickly look at our training. We'll go ahead and get this over with, as I'm just simming it anyway. So let's go ahead and get that done. But it looks like the Salt Lake City Flyers, in their first year as an expansion franchise, are going to make it into the playoffs and win the AFC West with a record of 9-7. We're going to be facing the Buffalo Bills in the wild card round. We're going to save that for our next stream. Thank you guys for watching tonight. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun going through these 4 games to finalize this first season in this expansion franchise. So I appreciate you coming out and watching. As we move forward, probably next weekend, we will go into the playoffs. I think we're going to continue with this play the moments philosophy, because again, I want to get through a little bit more of this series, if you will, before Madden 19 comes out. Maybe at least get through another year. We may even jump ahead and do some just larger chunks of sims, just to kind of see where things go. But in any case, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And we will see you next time for the wild card playoff game against the Buffalo Bills.